Penny and this is my channel. So as usual, I've been playing games, and as usual, I want to talk to you about them because I like doing that. I like sharing my thoughts with you guys about what games I've been playing recently. And recently, I have been playing Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 on PS3, and Hyperdimension Neptunia also on PS3. I also started playing Dragon Quest IX again on DS, which is pretty fun, so just going to share a few thoughts on those games today, so hopefully you enjoy. I will go in chronological order, so that means Harry Potter is up first. I started playing Harry Potter last week, I think it was, thanks to Pidgeo from EA Games Australia. Thank you, Pidgeo. It's surprisingly fun for like a movie-turned game. Normally I tend to avoid movie games like the plague because I just feel like they're always kind of a write-off and they're not really worth playing because there's kind of like almost like an advertising kind of thing for the movie, but it was like surprisingly fairly well made for a movie game, which is pretty surprising to me. I was like happily surprised. I never actually read the Deathly Hallows, and I haven't seen Deathly Hallows Part 2. I've seen part of Part 1, so this is kind of like, it was all kind of new terrain to me. I had no idea what was happening, but it's very Gears of War-ish. It's like heaps of cover-based, not shooting, but, you know, spell casting. It's pretty fun. You wouldn't like, it's probably not the game you'd sit down and say, oh, this is my favorite game, I'm going to play it for like 12 hours, but, you know, for a movie game, it's a pretty decent buy. If you're into Harry Potter, it's definitely something to actually look into and play sometime. My sister is really into Harry Potter, and I told her I got it, and she's super excited to play it when she comes here, so, you know, if you're into Harry Potter, probably something to check out, because it was pretty fun, and that's coming from a not huge Harry Potter fan. I will say that I actually enjoy playing Harry Potter more than I enjoy reading the books or watching the movies, which I'm sure a lot of you are going to like hate me for in the comments, but I don't know, I like interactive things, so it was pretty fun to actually experience Harry Potter through a game for the first time instead of the book or the movie, so, you know, just a little perspective there, something I found interesting. Second up is Hyperdimension Neptunia. I hadn't heard of this game before about a week or two ago maybe, and then I saw it on a shelf one day and I was like, ooh, what's that game? Sounds interesting. I ended up borrowing it, and it's certainly an interesting game. It's got so many like references packed into it, like computer part references and other game references. I remember I've come across like a million different computer part references and references to games like Tetris, Mario, Street Fighter, Tetris. I think I already said Tetris, but you know, it's kind of like over the top, ridiculous amount of referencing, but it's pretty funny. The story seems fairly generic RPG-ish with that twist of like ridiculous over the top references, but I haven't been paying a huge amount of attention to it because a lot of the time in the cutscenes I'm just kind of like laughing at things that they say or do, so not following the story so well, but what I've seen tends to be, you know, solid RPG story. The game itself is mostly just dungeon crawling, which I've actually been like really into recently, so it worked out pretty well for me. The combat itself I actually find really fun. Instead of just like you know, standard RPG, turn-based, choose your move, blah blah blah, it's got a kind of combo system, which is you kind of set up your own little combos and skills, and it's pretty fun. If it sounds like something you're into, definitely look into it because I'm enjoying it, you know, a fair amount for a game I kind of looked at on a whim and decided to play. And finally, like I said at the start, I restarted Dragon Quest IX, the DS game. It was my very first Dragon Quest game ever, and it looked pretty fun. I'm really into games where you get to like make your very own character and customize them completely. I'm so into that, you guys have no idea. I think it's like me just wanting to turn myself into a video game character kind of thing, but I'm just so into it, I love it so much. So, started that again, having a lot of fun. Hopefully I'm going to get further this time, because I probably didn't get like a quarter through the way of the game last time, so hopefully I'll actually play a little way through this time. And I noticed there's actually a new DS one, I think, coming out soon or already out, so hopefully I'll finish this one and get onto that one soon, because, you know, it's a pretty fun series. If you're into like making your own little like hero and playing just like it's turn-based RPG, definitely, if you don't play Dragon Quest, definitely the game for you. So that's pretty much all I've been playing recently, but before I go I want to mention a couple of exciting news things that I just saw recently. First of all, Borderlands 2 has been announced, which I think a lot of people saw it coming since Borderlands itself was like a pretty big success, but it's nice to have it officially announced and on the way. Apparently it's coming sometime after April 2012, which would be awesome, so, you know, Borderlands. They're keeping the same characters or different characters? I should know that, but it was one or the other. I think they said new characters, new weapons, same area, so it should be pretty damn exciting because, you know, who doesn't like Borderlands? Everyone likes Borderlands at least a little bit. The second piece of news is that the Humble Indie Bundle 3, I'm not sure if you guys know about Humble Indie Bundle, I'm sure most of you do. If not, it's just a bunch of indie games that they kind of sell them in a package and you get to pay whatever you want. You decide what think they're worth, which is pretty awesome. It can be, taken advantage of, which kind of sucks, but it is a pretty cool thing. And the Humble Indie Bundle 3, the one that's out right now, they've actually just started a thing where if you donate more than the average amount, which is about, I think, $5.17 right now, you actually get all the contents of Humble Indie Bundle 2, which is a bunch, you get 10 games for, maybe $6 if you're stingy. But it's a really nice chance to kind of donate what you think these games are worth to the developers themselves, and it's a really nice opportunity, so, if that sounds like something you're into, go check it out, Humble Indie Bundle. So that's all for tonight. Don't forget to keep submitting questions, because I'm going to do a answering questions video pretty soon. I've got a few from my last video, but, keep submitting questions, because I love answering questions from you guys. It's fun. Don't forget to check out my Twitter, Facebook, and blog. Links are all in the description as usual. I will have a video up soon. There's a few things I want to talk about still. I got a couple of new games. I got Eternal Sonata, a few suggestions. You guys actually suggested it a few times, so awesome. I also got Disgaea 3. I got Ghost Trick ages ago. I still haven't had a chance to play it, because as soon as I brought it home, my housemate saw it and picked it up and just started playing, so hopefully I'll get to play that soon and tell you guys what I think, but, I'll see you guys pretty soon for a few new videos, so bye!